Okay, so I'm in Creo. I need to first of all set my working directory. So I'm going to go to my documents and I've created a folder called Car Creo. I'm going to right click on that and choose set working directory. Okay, so we're going to start drawing the car. We're going to start with the side view, the side part. So I'm going to go to new and part and I'm going to call that side and click OK. Right, so I want to draw this on the front plane. So I'm going to set the front plane, select extrude, and then click on sketch view to sort of give me a 2D view of what I'm drawing. So now I'm going to do a rectangle. I like using the center rectangle, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to click on this drop down here, select center rectangle, and just draw a rectangle that's roughly the right dimensions, the right proportions, and then click that in the corner where you're happy with it, and then middle click so the dimensions come up. So we should be doing something which is sort of about 200 by, so I'm going to type the dimension in and then middle click by 150. So that's sort of like the maximum. Yours might be slightly different, but that's fine. So that's sort of the rectangle, so now I can draw the shape within that, and I want to just make sure that I've got the sort of the chassis part, which is the thicker bit that goes along the bottom to screw the roof into, but I want to sort of draw the curve in that's going to be here, and the bit that comes in for the roof to sit in, which should become clear in a minute. So to do that, I'm going to offset this line here, and the arrow is pointing down, but I want it to go the other way, so I'm going to put a minus in front of it, and it's going to be 30. Okay, and then I'm going to fillet. So fillet just puts a curve on a corner, this corner here, and then I'm going to change the middle click and then change this dimension to 15, so it's half of 30. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a line in from there, and I'm just going to come in a little bit like that. Okay, and then middle click, and I need to dimension that. So I need to click up here, normal, and then click from that point to that point, and then middle click. Right, so this has got a blue box around it, and that means that the dimension is constrained, so it doesn't want me to change it, and that's because it's sort of set itself to sort of line up with something else in the drawing. But all I need to do is just find the one which says constrain, which is that one, so something to do with a midpoint, and then just delete that, and now it will let me change it. So I want to change it to I've got 3 layers in the roof of 1.5, so that's going to be 4.5. So I want to make that 4.5. Okay, like that, and then middle click, and then I'm going to click up here to refit my rectangle, and then I'm going to put my arc in. So choose the arc tool, and I want to put the arc from the end of this line here to the top of that line there, and I'm just going to, I could do any arc that I want really, but I'm going to just choose something like that. Okay, and then middle click again, and now I'm just going to delete the lines I don't need. So I'm going to select that one, press delete, select that one, press delete, and then I need to trim. I could just select that line and press delete. Okay, I could also have used the delete segments. Okay, so that's all fine because it's sort of gone that light yellow colour, and I can click on the tick, and that's ready to extrude. So I can either drag this back till it's the size I want, which is 6mm, or I could type in 6mm here, or I could click on there and type 6mm in there. Okay, and then tick that. Okay, you might want to put some windows in there, but you can do that later. But this is just the sort of the starting point for to do the other parts. So now I just need to save that, and all I need to do is just click OK, and that will have saved in my working directory.